for Ben Tyke Miller!
What's up, party people? I know I look like if Jesus was a roadie for Slayer, but I've been working on a look for myself I like to call Lumber Jesus, because I look like if Jesus had turned water into heroin and cheap whiskey. Sure, he is risen, but it ain't gonna be till 3 in the afternoon. Now, did anybody else's dad have a bunch of dumbass go-to phrases to go to when you were growing up? Yeah, one of my dad's favorites to holler out whenever me and my sister were acting up was, "Act like we've been here before." Obviously, I heard that one quite a bit. The other one was for whenever I was feeling under the weather. Like, he'd always tell me Theraflu and whiskey. Like, if I had a cold, he'd give me Theraflu and whiskey. The flu, Theraflu and whiskey. Broken leg, Theraflu and whiskey. Depression, Theraflu and whiskey. I'm not saying I was sick a lot as a kid. I'm just saying I don't remember. I used to work at a pizza place because look at me. We had the health inspector come on the walk-in fridge the other day. I thought that was very unprofessional of him to do. Who doesn't love a heady jizz joke? I think people who drive with advertisements on their cars shouldn't drive like assholes. Looking at you, state troopers. You guys like vegetable jokes? Racism is a lot like celery. It always leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Gay marriage is a lot like cauliflower. If you don't like it, don't fucking get it. And rhubarb is a lot like quantum physics. I'm not entirely certain what that is. Pineapples on pizza is a lot like choking somebody during sex. Not everyone cares for it, but it'd be a lot cooler if you did. I made eye contact with the blind guy on that one. I feel bad. Booty is a lot like turnip greens. I don't eat turnip greens without pepper sauce. Now on my way here, I had to stop and get a Red Bull because I was nervous. So I stopped at my favorite gas station to get one. I just grabbed a small one because it was already like 5. I didn't want to be awake all night. I just slammed it down on the counter. And that's when I hear behind me, "Bro, that's why they don't call them dill-don'ts." I had to turn around and find out what the hell said this. And I turned around and see a handsome young man with 2 32-ounce Red Bulls in each arm, mind you. And take a look at him. He just looks down at my small, average-sized Red Bull and says, "Oh, that's cute. Some people like them small." Getting cock-shamed at the Jet Pep? The fuck is this? So I marched my happy ass to the back, grabbed the biggest, blackest monster I could, marched back up there and shoved it right up my ass. So mama don't raise no quitter. You guys like fun facts? All right, I'll tell you a fun fact I heard recently. If a guy goes without hydration for a number of days, pee just comes out as a string. Yeah, let me tell you how I learned this. My dad had an appendectomy a ways back. Not a super serious surgery, but things weren't as they seem. It wasn't supposed to. It's supposed to go better. And so I'm a working man. I know I don't look like it, but I got there like well after the surgery, and my mom's telling me what's going on with it. He's high as a kite in the hospital bed. And she just give me the lowdown on everything. And then that's when we hear, "What's this?" And he's just pulling like this wet spaghetti noodle out from under the blanket. I didn't know what in the hell to do, so I just turned down and looked at him. "Act like we've been here before." You guys ever fuck around with that online dating? Here's why you shouldn't. I used to work at a warehouse in town. I don't advise that either. So I'd use like Plenty of Fish, Tinder, Craigslist, the penny paper, anything to meet up with women. This one lone Friday I matched with this girl and she says, "Hey, I think you're cute. We should go out this evening." I said, "Fuck it." I get all the details, go and pick her up, go to the Applebee's because I'm a classy guy. Get that 2 for $25, a real bougie-Jesus, if you will. We're having fun in the middle of that cheap-ass date. And then that's when she decides to pepper in that she is a furry and into pandas. And so I think it's a bad joke. Continue with the evening, have a lovely conversation, take her out to the movies, Kung Fu Panda 3, no relation. We get done with the movie, take her back to her place. That's where we're having that last conversation of the evening. You know, you're either going inside or going home. In the middle of this, that's when her little brother leans out the screen door and hollers out, "Either bring him inside and fuck him or send him home. Either way, I got football practice in the morning." So, of course, she grabs my hand and leads me inside and go into her room. I look at all the nice artwork on the walls. I get real close, and that's when I notice that in every goddamn one of them, there's a panda. That's when I turn back to the door frame, and I see this 5'2" panda with strategic holes cut in the suit. Y'all, I'm talking mouth, chest, and crotch. She knew what she was doing. And as soon as I see her, she leans over that door switch, flips the lights off, scampers across the room, gets my pants off and starts going at my dick like it's bamboo. And as soon as my flag was at full mast, she pushes me onto the bed. And I'll be honest, I didn't know what the hell to do in that situation. So I gave her the best panda impression I could think of. Ate her pussy, shot a load on her chest, and made like a bamboo tree and got the fuck out of there. You know, eat, shoots, and leaves. Got one more before I get out of here tonight. You know, meeting someone in person can equally be as fucked up as meeting someone online. So, God knows how you're going to find somebody these days. I was drinking at a bar a few weeks ago. I meet this girl. She's a little drunk as me, so she was plastered. And so, we have a few more, and I'm a gentleman. I offer to drive her home. Because if anybody's going to be the DDD, that's the designated drunk driver, it's going to be me. And so we head out to her house. She lives out in the goddamn sticks. And so we start cresting this country road hill, and she has gone very quiet. I think she has fallen asleep. So I continue driving, and that's when I feel my pants unzip. Turns out she was just trying to work up the courage to give me some roadhead. I wasn't going to say no, because I'm that kind of guy. And so we get to the other side of that hill, and that's when I see a bonfire in a really weird spot. It was in the front end of a car in a front yard. And so I'm like, oh shit, someone's had a wreck. Lumber Jesus needs to see if he can help. So I pull over, tap her on the head, let her know what I'm about to do. And I hop out of the car, pulling my pants up all the way. Turns out everything's fine. They got everybody out of the car. I hear sirens coming. I'm like, oh shit, I don't need a third DUI. So I hop back in the car and like just start driving like crazy. But she goes like right back to what she was doing. And understandably, the flag was not going back up, you know what I'm saying? And so she just looks him square in the eye and says, act like we've been here before. You guys have been fan-damn-tastic. My name's Ben Teichmiller.